For those who are born with the horse zodiac, well, this year you are basically the ambassador who have been tasked with important power authority to build and strengthen your overall credibility. So let us discover what kind of star are influencing you this year. So first of all, let us take a glimpse into all the negative star which is trailing behind, which may be affecting you. So first of all, it's the calamity star which brings catastrophe due to the environment. It could due to the mother nature disaster or perhaps risky environment like the war zone, going to places which are known to be highly dangerous. So make sure you try to avoid all these risky places and performing any high risk activities like bungee jumping, because they are bound to have more risk and also accident prone, which eventually may cause you bleeding, injury and loss of wealth. And next is the great shark. Great shark basically means that there are a lot of people, petty people, rumor mongers. There are a lot of people are spreading rumors, speculative, a lot of different news, or basically try to affect your ability to judge or make a proper decisions. So this year, avoid all this gambling, high risk investment, speculative investment especially, and try to get your facts right before you jump into any conclusion, because the opportunity or the risk of receiving wrong news may affect and hinder your ability to make a better judgment. And next is the earth and funeral door star, which means that there are potential of funeral events or sad events is happening around you. This prompt you to be more mindful and take good care over the health condition of your loved one. So make sure this year you have to spend more time to catch up with those who you truly love. Ensure their health and wellness are well taken care of, and this is prompting you to pay more attention in terms of the health and environment. And perhaps if you are living in a high-risk environment, perhaps you may consider to move yourself away to a better places which give you harmonious and safety as well. And next is the instability star, which causes fluctuation in terms of your emotion and your mood. So this is something that you have to pay attention, because this will highly affect your mental state and your ability to make a proper judgment. And next is the flying chase and blood knife, together with the calamity star, the great star. This means that you try to avoid all these high risk places like even renovations, certain factory sites, or any high risk equipment, because they are bound to have a lot of high risky accidents. Maybe you are just walk by, somehow there was something just fall down, or some equipment just break down and the pieces just fly over you, which may causes you bodily harm, and to a stage that causes bleeding, injury, or even operations or surgery. So try to avoid all these high risk kind of places so that you can reduce this kind of risk. Next is the prison inmate. Prison inmate means that either you are being quarantined or being trapped or being locked in particular places due to uncontrollable external factors. So just pay attention. There are potential if you went to certain places where there are some illnesses which causes you to be in quarantine. Well, this is part of the risk. And the separate age may means that lacking ability to communicate with the external world. So this may cause being quarantined and being locked, or perhaps if worse, you went to certain place and there are some avalanche and you are locked or trapped in some places, which may cause you inability to ask for help. So just pay attention to avoid yourself from going all these high risky places. And last is the red chamber. The red chamber brings lust and desire, but it can be a good star if used properly. For example, like influencer, actors, people who are using their charm or physical attractive to attract the opposite sex for either building their fans, followers. This can be positive use, but if negative, it may cause you to fall into some sexual scandal, because somehow your intimate desire just heighten up, and you just easily fall in love and eventually causes or trapped into unhealthy sexual or relationship entanglement, which can jeopardize your overall rapport. Okay, and despite all this negative star, but nevertheless there are some of these positive star may be able to help you to overcome all this risk. First of all is the 8 seeds. Well, 8 seeds basically you are being positioned in some important role or the cornerstone of a company. Basically, you are becoming the indispensable one where you are given power, authority, recognition, and also most of all, your work and your trust building has been proven that it's worth you to level up yourself or being positioned in a more important role or position. So take this opportunity to be willing to build your rapport and further escalate all this important issue and help the company or businesses to build their rapport to the next level. And together with the Phoenix Pavilion basically is an opportunity to walk or talk together with all these highly influential or people who are proven to be very noble and very famous. You have this opportunity to also mingle and build meaningful relationship with them. So make sure take this opportunity to attend all these important events, activities where you may have opportunity to build or exchange contacts, and perhaps that's where you can find your mentor, helpful resources through them, and be willing to ask for help, because who knows, maybe you are seeking or in the progress of building your YouTube channel, your social media, and you happen to meet some influencer who already have their experience. You can ask them for opinion, experience, exchange contacts, and help you to gain more inspirations to build yourself up. Okay. And you also have the relief god, which brings your ability to solve problems. Somehow this year, be willing to take on challenges or obstacles. Somehow having the opportunity to meet all these highly influential or high net worth group of people, you may encounter or discover they also have a lot of problem solvers or solution provider. So be willing to say yes to problem, take on the opportunity and solve it later, because somehow you will be able to attract noblemen, helpful people who offer their help. So make sure you know how to build meaningful network this year. And next is the Heavenly Sky Relief Star. Well, this is truly a game changer, where especially when you are trapped or going through some downward spiral, this star will help you to flip the game. So this is why I call this as a game changer, because it will help you to flip the game from disadvantage to a more auspicious environment. So take this opportunity to say yes, get more contacts or access to resources, people. Basically, you have more opportunity to solve problem. And last, you have the Taiji Nobleman Star, which brings you opportunity to learn unconventional wisdom. Perhaps you may wanted to go through some spiritual learning, spiritual cultivations, rejuvenations, pilgrimage, going to ashram to reconnect and in tune with your own self-consciousness. So this is also auspicious for those who wanted to learn astrology, metaphysics, or tarot reading, perhaps all these unconventional arts to help you to increase your wisdom, your ability to solve problems using the unconventional way. And here is the Bazi astrology chart, or the 4 pillar of destiny. This is where you have to discover where are the horse zodiac which may located in your birth chart, because in your birth chart you may have up to 4 different zodiac in either the year, month, day, or hour pillar. So do plot your chart in the video tutorial above that I already highlighted. So do check it out to discover how you can read your own Chinese astrology chart. So let us get started. For those who are born in the year of horse, basically you have the horse zodiac in the year pillar. The year pillar govern your general outlook, your friends, your social setup, your environment, your market, your industry. Basically, it's the most external part of your life. So having all the auspicious star may mean that despite there are more dramatic events, there are miscommunications, there are detachment, basically there are a lot of circumstances happening in the external world that you need to be more mindful. But nevertheless, you have more opportunity to meet with those highly famous person. They are either a life coach or people who are teaching. They already built their rapport, their status. So you have more opportunity to meet all this group of popular people that will also escalate and also level up your net worth. Meeting more solution provider, because there are a lot of relief star and also the mentorship out there. So this year is a good year for you to be willing to ask for help, especially if you already discover you are stuck in some circumstances or situations that we are bound to pushes you down. You feel trapped, but somehow there are a lot of solution provider or basically mentor to help you to uplift yourself so that you'll be able to build your own rapport indirectly. Meeting helpful mentor, of course, this is quite crucial, especially in life. The more we know for ourselves, that could become the bottleneck or the ceiling height. So it's time for us to be willing to ask for help, to gain some guidance, knowledge from those who have more experience than us, or those who can help us to see our blind spot, able to help us to sharpen and restructure, or perhaps help us to sharpen our skill set in terms of execution, how we can become better. Okay. And next, if you are born in the horse month, basically if you have the horse zodiac in your month pillar, because the month pillar governs your ability, your core skill set, your business, your career, and this also governs your ability to make money, your skill set. So having all this relief star may means that this year you are going to rise in terms of your ranking, authority. You are given power to make important decisions, and also be willing to take on new opportunity. Say yes first and learn how to solve it later, because this year you are able to attract all these solution provider into your life. So make sure you are be willing to ask for help and be willing to get some insights or learn from your mentor, because somehow this year more opportunity to help you to build your rapport and also increase your level of authority. So you have to learn how to become the indispensable one as well, because this year with all this opportunity, in order for you to make more money, of course you have to become the indispensable one to take on all this important decision making, and also how you can build your rapport in terms of your career is also equally important. Okay. Next is the month pillar. So this year you will be gaining new responsibility, or either you or your spouse, because the day pillar governs your personal relationship, your personal growth, or your spouse. So this year either you or your spouse will grow in terms of their ranking, authority, or perhaps you wanted to after you've gone through some remodeling or destruction in the year of 2023, this year you may wanted to transform your life or bring your life to the next level. It's time for you to build yourself as someone who have the authority or have more decision making in terms of your own life direction. You no longer want your life to be controlled or being managed by other people. This year is a good year for you to go through personal awakening, because you also have the Taiji Nobleman star, which brings your personal growth in terms of your personal enlightenment, and also boost in romance and intimate life, because you have the Red Chamber star, which intensify your intimate or your sensual life. So this will also increase the bonding between you and your loved one. So for those who are already in a relationship or already married, pay attention not to being dragged into all this unhealthy intimacy kind of scandal. And last is the Owl pillar. The Owl pillar governs your investment, your asset, your dream, your aspirations, the things that you wish to attain. Okay, so having the horse zodiac this year may means either you, your children, your staff, or people under your care are building their rapport, they are getting more famous, they are building their own ability to take on more important decisions, or perhaps it's time for you to restructure your organizations, your staff, how changing their role and uplift them with more important decisions or tasks. So this will also help them to level up their career as well. So you also have the desire to resolve past lingering issue, because having both relief star means that it's time for you to settle all this problem once and for all. You no longer want to being dragged down by all this drama, which may causes you to have fluctuations or instability in terms of your life. Establish a better life vision basically means that it's time for you to remodel or restructure in terms of how you wanted to build your dream life, how you wanted to retire. What is your ultimate life goal that you felt is more resonance with you? Because you also have the Taijino Moment star, which means that this year somehow you are more awakened. You felt that it's time for you to build your reconnect with your inner intuitions, your inner guide. So take this opportunity to learn spiritual, going for some meditations or ashram to help you to increase your ability to in tune with your inner self. And here are the planning and alliance, because Pay attention to all these positive months such as February, July, and October, where you have more opportunity to meet all these helpful and famous people. Either you can build network and also join important events. So make sure you schedule up. These 3 months are the most important month for you to go out to connect with more people. And do take note, over the month of January, March, and December, they are bound to some negative incidents, activities, and try to refrain yourself from planning for any holidays or taking any high risk decision during this kind of negative months. And for those who are born with the horse zodiac, well, the goat zodiac is your best pal. They are your best friend. And the goat happen to have a lot of skill set improvement in terms of their personal life. So this year, they are transcending to the next level in their career, their business, their profession, or perhaps their self-spiritual awakening. So tap into their network to find solution provider. Who knows, you may be able to find helpful staff or resources or solution provider through their connection. And you're also forming the 3 harmony together with the Tiger Zodiac. The Tiger Zodiac this year, they are prone to planning for a lot of travel. So make sure if you're also planning for your travel, make sure, stay away from all these risky places or environment. And the Dog Zodiac are going through some important transformation because they are going through the clashes with the Grand Duke. So this year, they may have a vision they wanted to relive or they wanted to reconstruct. So take this opportunity to get more inspirations to build powerful alliance together, because the Dog Zodiac also have the national treasure, which means they're also having important power or decision making. So make sure you know how to build meaningful relationship with them and tap into their network to establish yourself as a key players in important projects. And here are some of the positive summary that you need to pay attention, such as rise in terms of ranking, authority, your status, given important role, more opportunities to also build your popularity and also fame, ability to solve more problems because you have the two most important relief star, and also turn adversity into opportunity. And there are a lot of unconventional spiritual insights that's awaiting for you to discover. And here are some of the negative pullback factors that you may need to pay attention. As I already mentioned, high risk or injury, losses, incidents, accidents due to the environment or external influence, miscommunications. So this can be resolved by having a lot of modern communication tools, know how to use them. Okay, potential of attending sad events like funeral or hospital. So these are something that you need to pay attention, especially when it comes to our parents, our loved one, our family members, isolated or being cornered or being quarantined. So these are the risks of the prison inmates. Avoid gambling, unnecessary risk taking. So make sure if you need to take on new challenges, make sure you have do your due diligence to understand what are you getting yourself onto. Do not take risks into gamble. Make sure you have to be willing to take the calculated risk in order to navigate. Okay, and there are also strong desire, lust, or bad romance that may affected you due to the red chamber. So just pay attention. It's good to increase your attraction over the opposite sex, but you also need to pay attention not to fall into the lust and desire entanglement. Okay, so nevertheless, if you wanted to learn how to plan your own life in year 2024, perhaps you can schedule a session with me to brainstorm together to help you in discovering your birth chart. What are the opportunities that have been given to you? What is even your subconscious power? How do you activate your own law of attraction? Who is even your guardian of destiny, and how you can cultivate your life path and your life fulfillment together? Do take note that I have already planned out a lot of information, but if you want a more personalized approach, do contact me by scanning the QR code, and also visit my website to book a session to help you in discovering your potential. And for those who are more driven to more information, you may wanted to join our annual events organized together with Pauline and also Charmaine, where the three of us will be compiling a lot of information connecting the cosmic trinity of heaven, earth, and man, where we were connecting Feng Shui, astrology, and the power of your subconscious together to help you to hack your year 2024. And that's all from me, John of Lee, for this video, and I will be sharing more and more guides towards hacking your personal life using Chinese astrology. And do join my channel and hit like and subscribe to my video, and I will be sharing more information like this. And please be reminded, I will be publishing a lot of content in my website as well, so do find all the details in the description, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, 恭喜發財!